I'm delighted that the National Theatre is going to start trialling some uh, earlier starts during the week of 7 o'clock for its shows. That will mean that people can actually get a train home in the evening. It will mean that they can discuss the show on the way. It will mean there's not a mad dash the moment the curtain comes down of people rushing out of their seats before even the curtain calls have taken place, or sometimes rushing out of the theatre before the show has even finished simply to get home. And it's it is extraordinary as both a performer and a theatre goer. It's becoming increasingly impossible to travel after a show has finished. It's very difficult to rely on the tube. It's very difficult to get that last train home, and and also, of course, it's almost impossible to work out which ticket you're supposed to be producing for that last train if it actually travels. So the National Theatre is doing exactly the right thing, and the Broadway have done this for some time, starting shows earlier during the week. And Matilda, for example, has routinely recently been starting midweek performances at 7 p.m. rather than at 7:30. So you finish that extra half an hour to get your train is essential. The theatre shouldn't be a rush job to race to the station the moment the curtain comes down. It should be a leisurely experience where you can enjoy the theatrical ambiance and the both before, during, and after a show. And it's not only starting a little earlier. It's also making sure there's relaxed performances, sign performances, baby-friendly performances, and so on. The theatre should be open to everyone, not only all types of theatre, not only not only musicals, but Shakespeare and opera, ballet, and so on. All of these forms of live theatre should be accessible. And for that matter, I think cinema should be more readily accessible on a on a wider range of hours. So I remember being in Cambridge a while ago and thinking, oh, I've got a few hours to spare. Let's go and see a film, and nothing opened much before 12 o'clock. You think, well, surely there's an opportunity for early morning films. It's an excellent time. I can happily see an early morning film at 9 o'clock or even 8:30. It's one of the times in the day when I can be sure that I'm not going to fall off to sleep halfway through some sort of great adventure. I must say, the modern cinema defeats me, particularly by the time I get to see it after 8 o'clock. I'm already tired, and just a little bit of green screen and the knowledge of exactly how that's done sends me to another world within instants, and in an instant. And I think the range of soporific advertising for other films has an equally debilitating effect. So I can find myself very eagerly going off to see a film and very comfortably falling asleep before the film has even started. I wake up. I wake up for the final credits, and there we are. I'd much rather see a film in the morning, but as I say, so few cinemas cater for early morning cinema habits. Their loss.